Breaking news, breaking news, breaking news. Joe Budden may be hit with a Diddy stimulus lawsuit soon by his ex Tahiry. Gotta get the gunshots, gotta get the gunshots, gotta get the gunshots, gotta get the gunshots. Alright? Make sure you subscribe and like this video while the intro is playing. Keep it moving, show your love and support. Alright. Alright, you know what it is. Joe Budden may be hit with a Diddy stimulus lawsuit soon by his ex Tahiry. See, this is what I'm talking about. Now, they don't found the loophole. You know what I mean? They don't found the loophole. Now, this is how women get paid when, she done gave up the goods, had a little contact, or maybe not even had no contact, or not even gave up the goods. Maybe just took a picture with somebody that got the bag, right? And once that happens, then now with this new law that New York put into place, they could all come out. And if you notice, so far it's only, our people, right? Against our people. Now, I don't know what went on with Joe Budden. I've been gone for 26 years. I'm just reporting, and I'm just gonna, weigh in on it just a little bit. You know what I mean? Now, another rapper being accused of abuse. Is this the new trend in this generation, that a female just make an accusation, go to court, the judge give them the bag because our people don't want to be dragged through the social media? But it don't matter anyway, because whether you pay that 100 million, 30 million, whatever Diddy gave Cassie, they still gonna drag you through the joint. Joe Budden, right? He calls Diddy a lying sack of shit, right? While reacting to Diddy's apology video and at the hotel surveillance footage with Diddy physically assaulting Cassie. All right, Joe Budden comes out and says you're a lying sack of crap. You know what I mean? Your apology was weak. That's how Joe Budden came out, right? Then Joe Budden's ex-girlfriend, Tahiry Jose, she's calling the rapper turned podcaster out after he blasted Diddy for assaulting former girlfriend Cassie, which went viral, right? Tahiry reacted to Joe Budden's opinion on Diddy's situation, on Wednesday, May 22nd, the latest episode of the Joe Budden podcast, right, that was aired, where Joe and his crew discussed the video of Diddy assaulting Cassie. After cutting the segment from the previous episodes, Joe blasted Diddy during his reaction, calling the disgraced media mogul a lying sack of crap. All right? That was the response to Diddy's apology that he did from Joe Budden. But you know how they say, don't throw rocks at a glass window if your house is also made of glass. Just saying. Just give me your little jewels. You know how we do. Now, a few hours later, right, she called in, right? Tahiry, his ex-girlfriend Tahiry called in on the Shade Room, and she posted about Joe's response, right? Joe's response went like this. This whole shit took me out. Oh man, this whole shit took me out. The former love and hip hop. Nah. Hold on. Y'all really ready for this? Yo, Joe. This is nothing towards you. I'm just reporting this. But don't get into this social media back and forth, especially with a woman. You know what I mean? Let me give you a little quick ride. Let me give you a quick ride, Joe. There's a couple of things we learn when we first go to prison. We don't discuss politics, and we don't discuss religions that's not believers of your religion or not of your political party, because it always turns to a fight. And we definitely, this is the main jewel, we definitely do not argue or mix with a he cipher, monkey cipher. You understand what I'm saying? because they think they're a woman. So, in other words, you do not argue with a woman. You're not going to win arguing with a woman, right? So now, a few hours later, Joe's ex-girlfriend Tahiry entered the chat on the Shade Room, and she posted about Joe's response, right? This whole shit took me out. The former Love and Hip Hop participant posted in the comment section. So hard to watch. So sorry for Cassie and every other woman who is currently going through it or has ever gone through it. It's tough when you got a man that whoop you, she's trying to say, right? She added in another comment, the irony. This is so triggering, she said. She said, I remember Joe throwing me down a flight of stairs, dragging me back into the house, and me having to talk him out of letting me go. Now, when she does that, right? They had to talk about her letting them go, right? Now, when she does that, that's comparing, what happened on the video that we saw with Cassie. Sounds like a setup and a lineup for her to go in for the kill for the Diddy stimulus, because if Cassie can get the bag, Tahiry feels she can get the bag too. Maybe she's deserving of the bag. I'm not saying she's lying. Nowhere am I insinuating that she's lying, and nowhere am I insinuating that Joe Budden is lying. But that's why you don't get no argument with a female or a he cipher, monkey cipher, because you're not going to win. Two different mentalities, two different lanes. It just don't work. Joe Budden's responded to Tahiry's allegations, right? Joe Budden's response to Tahiry's IG allegations on the same post. Tahiry, you are a lying, failed gold digger, right? That has abused, targeted, and manipulated many men. Is what Joe Budden said about Tahiry. Outside of me, right, you lack an identity, which is why you have tried desperately to attach yourself to me for over 15 years. Man, that's deep. So he's saying that she's crap without him. Without Joe Budden, there would be no Tahiry. That's what he's saying. But Tahiry a bad joint. I know a dude that was locked up with, Dominican dude for the Bronx, and he was dealing with her. He ain't had nothing bad to say about her, but I don't know because I wasn't there. But this is what's going on, right? Joe went on to recount times since their failed relationship that they had been together, implying she had no issues with him until now that she peaked the Diddy stimulus. Joe jumped out there and said something, and he got skeletons in his closet, allegedly. So here goes Tahiry, said, damn, I have to go and get the bag. Let me get the bag from this nigga, even a little podcast. And then to make it even worse is, I may be wrong, but y'all put it in the comments. From what I heard and what I know, my little research says that Diddy's the one that got Joe in that position, because they're trying to say birds of a feather flock together, and Diddy was looking out for him because he was, one of the same with Diddy. But I'm not implying that. I'm just saying what they're saying, right? Because I love Joe Budden's music, don't know nothing about him. I haven't even listened to his podcast, to be honest. But, I know a lot of my peoples do listen to it, and they say that it is fire. The last time, all right, this is what Joe said to Tahiry. He said, the last time I saw you, I purchased a mattress from you, and you were happy you made the sale. You know what I mean? You were fine then, he added. Tahiry, you selling mattresses now? I'm just asking a question. I don't know. I mean, I didn't know beautiful women, that was getting the bag, would go selling a mattress, so a man come in looking at you, all that, and you saying buy the mattress when the whole time he's talking about buying, But I'm just saying. So did you invite Joe Budden over because you wanted to lay in the mattress with him? After y'all laid in the mattress, the moment was so special that, Joe said, damn, I got to buy this mattress for a souvenir and put it in my garage or my attic or something because you turned my ass out. I don't know. I'm just trying to figure out what's going on because I don't know too much about this situation and this type of lifestyle, So you're selling a mattress. Joe Budden comes over to buy the mattress. Did he try out the mattress? I know when I go buy a car, I take it for a test ride. I go buy a pair of shoes. I try them on. Did Joe try it on? Did he try out the mattress? I'm just asking. Y'all put in the comments if you think Joe tried out the mattress or he just went in there, hit it with whatever she wanted for the mattress and carried. You know what I mean? And, all the money Joe getting, he couldn't have bought a mattress from the mattress emporium or something. It's just a question. I'm just trying to figure this thing out here. You know what I mean? Now, this is what Joe said, right? Joe said there was that night after Scarlett 6 years ago when you invited me inside your new place. You were fine then, too. Oh, man. You were on my body, right? You was on my body your entire last stint on Love and Hip Hop and tried your best to disrespect my son's mother in the process. I had to ask producers to keep you away from us like the cancer you are. Yet you continue to slight my name online because it's your only identity, is what Joe Budden says. Yo, Joe, makes a lot of sense what you're saying. But then again, look at Tahiry in that picture. I think Shorty got an identity, my nigga. I think she got a physical identity that, we remember. I don't even, I learned her name. Let me ride. I learned Tahiry's name when I was in Atwater, USP. Had to be about 2008, 2009 when she was in, I think, the King magazine or one of those magazines she was in. Smooth or something. I think it was Smooth. Looking delicious and beautiful, I must say. And everybody in the prison said, man, when we saw her on Love and Hip Hop with Joe Budden, said, Joe banging her back out. Joe came up. And here we go. Almost 20 years later, and now we to this. I don't understand why these women stay with these dudes if they treat them in this manner. Not saying that they didn't treat them in that manner, but I mean, this is to the young ladies out there. You must have identity. If a man put his hands on you one time, threaten to put his hands on you, anything of that nature, there's no sorry, let's do it again. There's no sorry, I won't do it again. There's no my bag, There's no I was drunk. There was no I did this. Ladies, get out of Dodge. If he put his hands on you, get out of Dodge. Period. Because one, you stay in a relationship, you wind up like this. Two, your family member or loved one like me find out, who knows what would happen to the man that put his hands on you. So why would you risk your family member or loved one going to prison or getting killed for trying to defend you because you put yourself in a bad situation that now he has to get involved with when you knew it was bad when he put his hands on you in the first place? Do you understand what I'm saying? Do y'all understand the words that are coming out of my mouth now, right? Joe Budden also, right? He concluded, right? I don't speak to you. You're talking about Tahiry. Joe Budden said, I don't speak to you or about you because it's low vibrations. That means you're nothing to me. Meaning when low vibration. He said, you're a low-level Dykeman, con woman that's been lying about you already know for ages. Now, check this out. I don't know if y'all peeped that. When Joe said you've been lying about, you already know, that means he got a bombshell that he feels he wants to drop on Tahiry. What do y'all think the bombshell is? Or maybe y'all already know, because I don't know nothing about this situation. What's the bombshell that Joe Budden is saying that, Tahiry already know, that she been hiding for ages, right? And then Joe said, I pray you heal and move on one day. Hopefully, this is our last exchange. Prayers to all real victims. Because he's saying that you're not a real victim. I heard some things, though, Joe. I heard some rumors. But they're just internet rumors, so I'm not believing them. So don't think I'm believing them. But I heard some things. The internet say anything. You know what I mean? So, let's keep it 100, right? So it goes, Joe and Tahiry began dating in 2005 and had a few rough patches in their relationship, resulting in them breaking up twice, with the final split happening in 2014. Now, let me speak on Joe and Tahiry. Joe, you a fly dude. Joe, real fly dude. I got to give him that. Give Joe a round of applause for being a fly dude. We're going to give Joe a round of applause for being a fly dude. All right, relax, y'all. Relax. Let me finish telling you about Joe. Now, I remember this had to be about 2019, right before I came out of prison. 2018, 2019, 19, if I'm not mistaken. Joe Budden, you was down in Times Square and you did that beautiful proposal to Tahiry and you asked her to marry you, and she actually said no on national TV. We laughed like a mother in the joint. We laughed like a mother. Because you did the fly proposal. Everything was on point. You thought you had the chick, and then she played these games. And then now I see you say that she's nothing more than a low-level Dykeman con woman. Didn't you figure that out when she didn't take the ring after you treated her like a queen? Because what I saw, you was treating her good on Love and Hip Hop. Unless it was just Love and Hip Hop making it look good. But when she didn't take that proposal, that was your cue, Joe, to peel out, because that means she didn't want what you want. But you stuck around. Something was good. Something had you open, You know how they say, like, like she got a claw in your nose and got a hook in your nose. Could that have been it, Joe? Not disrespecting, just asking, Now, right? His former girlfriend, right? Also, let's get this right. Joe's other former girlfriend, Esther Baxter, another one that was in the magazines when we was locked up, that we all loved and pasted their pictures on the wall. You know what I mean? In our cells, in our lockers, so we could have something beautiful to look at while we was in there. Joe, you had some beautiful women. Round of applause to the beautiful women you had. Tahiry and Esther Baxter. Because I really was feeling Esther. Relax. I was really feeling Esther. You know what I mean? Like I said, his former girlfriend, Esther Baxter, accused Joe of causing her to have a miscarriage due to his alleged physical abuse in 2011. He again denied those claims. Well, you see how easy it is for them to make claims, not follow through with it. Then Cassie set the trend, and now they said, let me pick this back up because this did happen to me too. Not saying it did, but that's what they're thinking. So they said, some may be thinking it didn't happen, but, you could add any kind of smoke, and people would think it's fire. And you might be able to get the bag. This is what they're thinking. You know what I mean? So Esther Baxter accused Joe of beating her and causing a miscarriage, right? Now, what are your thoughts on this, y'all? Please, let me know. What are your thoughts on what I just said? Do you believe Joe is a woman beater? Do you believe that Tahiry Jose is a Dykeman con woman? And he was trying to be polite. He wanted to say, you know what he wanted to say, the B and the W word, or the H word. But Joe, you handled that like a gentleman. The people that wrote that for you did very well, because I know when you wrote it, the same way you said Diddy was full of it, you wanted to say, you was and all of that. You know what I mean? So that's where we at. What do y'all think about that? Right? What are your thoughts on these allegations against Joe and these allegations that Tahiry is making? Put it in the comments. Let's be 100. Let's be respectable. Now, some other stuff that I found out, right? Some people sent me this stuff. They said, check it out. They said that Joe allegedly, broke Tahiry's face and she needed plastic surgery. They even said that she looks different now, like she got a new nose or something. Did Tahiry get beat down by Joe and needed a new nose? Or is that the same nose? Or she was never beat down? Y'all put it in the comments and let me know, because I don't know. I'm just asking questions and trying to find out what's going on. So then, allegedly, right? Allegedly, they said that Joe also beat another dime piece. Remember Sin Santana that was with Eric Amina? Because I watched all that Love and Hip Hop crap while I was in the jail. When I was in the jail, it was the highlight of my week every Monday to catch Love and Hip Hop. But being home is just hip hop crap right now, because I see the way these women are. There's no more love in hip hop, so right now they're trying to figure everything out they can to go get a Diddy stimulus. Definitely not saying that Tahiry's lying, and for the time she spent with you, Joe, I know dudes in jail. I talked to one of the brothers in the joint, right? Let me ride. I talked to one of the brothers in the jail, and he said, man, if I was, Diddy, I would have gladly gave Cassie 20, 30 million just for being with me for 11 years. You know what I mean? I said, but they wasn't married. He said, yo, but Cassie a bad joint. He an old ass nigga. If the money they got it for him, so he might as well break off, because that's what she was there for. You know what I mean? And they even said the same thing about you, Joe. They said, Joe, they said, Joe, you had Tahiry when she was in her prime? And then when you left her, you didn't give her nothing, like no pot to piss in or a window to throw it out of, mean a little apartment or a little car or something, I mean, I don't know. It's a different time, It's definitely a different time. So this is what they saying, right? They said allegedly he beat Sin Santana, in front of her son, right? This is what they saying allegedly. I'm definitely not putting that out there. I'm just reporting, because I would never put this on anybody. I don't care if it's Joe Budden or Joe Scroll from down in the projects, because we ain't got no facts of this with no charge of this. But I'm just reporting is all I'm doing. So you rat bastards and flip-flop wearing in public bags, find somewhere else to go. Now, so they saying that he beat her so bad in front of her son, right, that he broke her face up and her nose, and she needed plastic surgery. Maybe I know he didn't beat Tahiry up where she needed new nose, but that's the way they told it to me. So y'all put in the comment, did he allegedly break up, both of their face where they both needed new noses, or he just don't like noses, or this was reported to me wrong? Somebody put it in there, and I gladly corrected and apologized to Joe, because I don't mean no disrespect to him. I'm just reporting what's being told to me, because I wasn't hearing what I'm seeing on social media. And I know you can't believe 99% of the crap you see on social media, but this is what y'all want the reports on, so this is what we're giving you. Maybe, because they even saying that's why Diddy got Joe the job on Revolt TV to do the podcast. And then now Joe come out and said that Diddy's a lying sacker after he got him a job on the... When, I like to mix things up, right? Because we riding. I like to mix things up. It's the same way our ex-president put all these judges in power, judges in power, right? So he put them in power. So after he put them in power, now he has to go in front of them for all these different, charges they bringing up against him. And these, same judges, they even got a female down in, I think it's in Georgia or something, Florida, that's been making these crazy rulings for him, and they saying it's because he put her in power. Why do our people honor, respect, and cherish, not our people, why do other races honor, respect, and cherish when someone do something for them? But when our people get a chance to make a bag, the first thing they do is try and kick the person that got them the bag. Or why is it when our people is put in position to make the bag, they want to curse and kick the person that put them there to get the bag? Hence all these rappers going against, Diddy, that how they were saying Suge Knight with Tupac, they robbed Tupac, and everybody robbed everybody is the way they say it, right? But they put in position to make the bag. The game is to be sold, not told. If right now, right, any one of y'all out there right now, if a big A&R came and said, look, I'm going to put you in a position to make $10 million. You understand? But you're really going to make $100 million. But I'm just going to give you 10%, which is $10 million. And I'm going to keep the other 90. So I'm going to rob you for, your other 40%. But I'll put you in position to make $10 million. You don't have a pot to piss in you from the projects. How many of y'all is going to say, nah, I don't want that? How many of y'all going to say, man, give me the 10 million? Because if you say, no, you don't want that, he go back about his business and look for somebody else to rob. And then you still stuck there, 10 million less. So stop all this. Diddy robbed this one. You know what I mean? Jay-Z robbed this one. Suge Knight robbed this one. Master P robbed this one. No, they put these young, what's his name? Birdman robbed this one. These are all the things they say when he put these young black men in position to be millionaires. You better believe the people robbed all of those guys I just named too. Because the game is to be sold, not told. So don't go get in your body. When a man puts you in position to make 10 million, you happy. Then when you spend the 10 million, then you find out he's worth 100 million and you say you should have got more. Yes, you deserve more, but you settle for that and the game is to be sold, not told. So let's stop it. Now, I want to say this, right? And I'm gonna do a whole show on this in a minute, right? I'm going to respond to one of the comments. You know when I say, when I did the videos where I was saying that Diddy listened to the white boys, they saying that, oh, I call them Europeans. You know what I mean? And some clown. I mean, this is a real ignorant, lost clown. He said, you shouldn't call them Europeans. You wouldn't like it. He said, if they called me an African, I would get mad. Nigga, you's an African. Why would you get mad? They're from Europe. You're from Africa. Oh, my bad. You've been brainwashed to dog out all of our black people because now you're labeled an African/American. So you're different than a pure-blooded African. You know, you're better than a pure-blooded African in your mind. Your blood has been tampered with. All of our bloods have been tampered with once we came over here. Then you get a pure African. And we don't even know where we come from. That actually a black man said in my comments that he would get offended if a white person called him African when he's from Africa. That's your origin. An Italian don't get mad because you call him Italian. It's just your lame ass never heard the term European because all you ever heard was Europe. Just like you got Jamaicans, Italians, you understand what I'm saying? You got Dominicans with the can at the end. You got Africans and you got Europeans, asshole. What is wrong with you? That's why I take my time to make these videos, because I see we got to teach you little by little. Only reason I'm bringing this up because he tried to say it real slick, and I was this close from just hiding him from my page because he don't even deserve to see my wisdom. If you don't know that you's an African and you not trying to listen to learn and sit back and enjoy the ride and don't touch nothing, and learn that you're African, then you don't deserve to be on my page. And I'm honestly and respectfully asking you to just delete yourself, because if you say a stupid comment like you're not African and you're a black man, I will hide you from my page politely. So when you go to my page and you see you're putting in Unique Mecca audio and you just can't get in, then you got to do what the rest of you rat bastards and flip-flop wearing in public trolls do and go create another page, because you have plenty of time, because you chose not to use your time to read and study on your history. And that's why you don't know you're an African. And that's why you think that it's insulting to call a white person European. What is defamatory in your mind? Those of you, I don't even want to say the person's name because I'm not into that. You know, I'm just using this as a teaching point. What is it in your mind that makes the word European disrespectful? Or what is it in your mind that makes, if a white person call you Africa, disrespectful? I can see if a white person say, take your ass back to Africa. But that's the same thing like you say, take your ass back to the projects. Of course you're going to be offended. You know what I mean? But if a white person say, excuse me, you know, where did you come from, Africa? What's he gonna say? Nah, I'm American. And they say, no, but where's your family originating from? I'm American. I'm African American. Oh, so your family came from Africa? No, I'm American. I'm African American. I'm American African. And they looking at you like you're stupid. That's how lost our people is, that we don't even know where we're from. Brothers and sisters don't even know that they're Africans in America. And then the Africans that's coming over here now, open up these stores and getting right to the business. And, you know, us that been here haven't even opened up a store, and they're looking at you like you've been wasting 400 years in this country, and you look at it like they're coming from the bushes and they don't know no better. And then you even tell jokes about their appearance, the way they dress, the food they eat, and you laugh at an African coming to America getting the bag when you've been in America and you chose not to get the bag. And then a man call you African and you think that African is a disrespect because the Europeans put it in your mind that you're not an African, you're an American African, an African American. You're not an African. You're an American now. So you look down on anything other than anything that's labeled American. Come on, man, like this video. Oh, man, I forgot. I got a big video dropping tomorrow. Tomorrow, Friday, an interview with Lou Sims. He came up for my birthday. I'm going to drop the Lou Sims interview tomorrow. Man, I wanted to say it earlier, but, you know, just trying to keep up with all this, and then this clown talking about he's not an African, and you'll get offended if a white person said, where's you from Africa? You know what I mean? But you see how that sting? Anybody that sting when you think of a white person say, where you from Africa, as a disrespect when a white person is looking at you. If you think that, if that hurts you to picture a white person saying, excuse me, what are you, African? You understand what I'm saying? If you think that, you all the way brainwashed. And I know 80 to 90% of y'all feel that way, but I just wanted to point it out to show you how brainwashed you are with something as little as that. If another race asks you if you African, you will get mad, and you came from Africa. That's where, you know, that's the motherland. But if another race asked you, think about this now. I'm being real polite about this. If another race asked you, you know, are you African? How would you feel? If you get angry, you're brainwashed. If you just say, no, I'm from Jamaica, you know, no, I'm from, you know, the Bronx, no, I'm from Brooklyn, you know. But if you get offended and feel that they disrespected you because they thought you was from Africa. And you notice I use the word thought, because in your mind, you don't know you from Africa. You see how stupid? This is what I come home to after all this time. Man, let me just tap out, because this shit is bananas, man. All right?
Cheers, cheers.
The Lou Sims video airing tomorrow. The Lou Sims video airing tomorrow.
Fresh out the can of 26, yeah. Heat back on the strip, getting back in the mix. Yeah. What he mentions a gift. You stand up 10 toes down, and I suggest you pay attention to this. Real. Take a little gully posse and put it in Harlem. He cut from the bottom, came up from the bottom. Drop the book, you should go and get it. The Instagram page and the YouTube, you could go and visit. Yeah. Then you could consider yourself LinkedIn. Real. Sit front row and get Jews from a kingpin. How he went through it, so you ain't gotta go do it. To not pay attention would be stupid. Talking about a man that probably put your grandfather on. Probably the reason that him and your grams got along. A man that generated millions on the block, did his time, never squilling to the cops, Mecca audio. Get it live like 2 G's in the 90s. Drop top beamer so shiny. I let shorty go, she was whining. Treat her like my past, she behind me. Spend a couple bands on the Dapper Dan. You be back again, getting green like a Packers fan. No cap, it's a raw in Uptown. Baby horn Uptown, Dominican bust downs. Now we on the positive, we got a lot to give. Now he trying to stop the kids from being inoperative. So take heed, homie, lend an ear. He started in Uptown, he gon' finish dead. But now it ain't about selling drugs, buying cars. It's about buying property to make the community ours. So we can give back to the youth them. Cause they the truth them. And bless up to all the root men.